And so that's what marriage is about in God's eyes, where a man and woman come together as one, and they work together as one, they serve together as one. So if it's your intent for this marriage to take place, then Hal, would you listen as I repeat the first set of vows and simply say, I do. Hal, will you take Netty to be your wedded wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And Netty, will you take Hal to be your wedded husband? Will you trust him, love, honor, and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto him so long as you both shall live?
I will.
All right. We got that one
Close.
And we move to the next. Would you hand your patron of honor? The next set of vows are symbolized by the joining together of right hands. Would you please join together your right hands? This is not something that is done simply so the groom and the bride will not have to fidget. They're not just holding hands. It serves a purpose. It symbolizes something that you may not have been aware of. The holding together, the handshake, and the holding of the right hands comes from an old, ancient tradition, as the knights of old would meet one another on the trails, either by horseback or walking. As they would come close to one another, sometimes they would not recognize friend or foe, but there had to be a way to find out. So as the knights would come close enough, each knight, if he were a friend, would extend his right hand. And as the knights would come closer together with the extension of their right hands, basically saying, I have nothing in my hand, no sword, no dagger, nothing that would cause you bodily harm. I come as a friend. When they got close enough to actually draw the dagger or draw the knife or do bodily damage, they would clasp hands. And therefore, they became interdependent as friends. And thus the handshake, as it's come down through the ages, and thus the marriage ceremony. Hal and Netty, by joining together your right hands, you are saying that we do not knowingly come to this marriage with anything that would do harm to the other. We're going to be committed to one another. We're going to be interdependent upon one another in all that we do and all that we say, verbally, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You are committing yourselves together as friends and as lovers and as husband and wife. That's the symbolism of the joining together of the right hands.